Hello, dear students. Welcome to the online lecture for the students of BA Part First English Literature. In this video, we are going to study an Indian poet named Kabir Das. Kabir Das is also known as a Hindi poet. Kabir, the great Indian sage or saint, was born at Banaras in 1440. So it means he is a 50th century mystic poet. He is claimed by the Hindus as a Brahman saint and by Mohammedans as a Sufi saint. He was the son of a Mohammedan, a weaver of Banaras, and a disciple of Ramananda. Through his teaching, Kabir was influenced by the impassioned poetry and deep philosophy of the great Persian mystics like Jalaluddin Rumi and Hafiz, Attar and Sadi. Saint Kabir is one of the most interesting personalities in the history of Bhakti movement and Indian mysticism. Students, you should know that Bhakti movement is a part of Hindi literature. He was critical of both Hinduism and Islam for meaningless caste system, useless traditions, rites and rituals. From Hinduism, he accepted the law of karma and ideas of reincarnation, but he was greatly against idolatry. Idolatry means murti puja, asceticism, and the caste system. From Islam, he accepted the idea of one God and the equality of all men. His preachings led to the founding of several sects, including the Kabir Panth. Kabir Panth was the sect whose disciples follow the teachings of Kabir, and this Kabir Panth was accepted by both Hindus and Muslims. Kabir was a great religious reformer also. His hymns means his prayers are spontaneous, means natural expression of his vision and philosophy of life. His Padavali means the collection of stanzas, makes immortal appeal to the hearts of a mass of people. Kabir represented God as Nirgun Brahma. Kabir Nirgun Brahma means which doesn't have any form or color or caste or creed or any physical appearance. Kabir's poems are collected in Kabir Bijak. He used the language of common people. That is why his Sakhis are written in Hindi, but he used Urdu, Persian, Sanskrit words also. According to Kabir's preachings, the world is a place of all troubles, and we can acquire freedom only by devotion of God. Means bhakti is the only source to reach to God. At the age of 78, Kabir died at Maghar in 1518. As the legend goes, after his death, both Hindus and Muslims wanted the possession over his dead body. The Muslims wanted to bury it while the Hindu wanted to burn it. When they removed the shroud, they found a heap of flowers, half of which were buried by the Muslims of Maghar and half of which were burned by the Hindus at Banaras. A fitting end of a life which had made fragrant the most beautiful doctrines of two creeds. As we discuss about the poem's introduction, this poem is basically based on the caste system that is prevailing in India at somewhat extent in present also. In India, the caste system was a great evil which divided people in different groups. The reformers like Kabir attacked on this system and show the path of unity and integrity to all. In this poem, the poem name is It is Needless to Ask of a Saint the Caste to Which He Belongs. In this poem, Kabir pleads, means Kabir does prayer to eradicate the distinction on the name of caste and to love everyone as human being regardless of their professions. He opines that it is quite useless to ask a saint the caste to which he belongs because he is a seeker after God. He has risen above distinctions of caste, creed, and religion. That's why he says that there is no need to ask a saint about his caste. He gives examples of a number of castes like tanner, priest, washerwoman, warrior, tradesman, and all the 36 castes. He says that we should not ask anyone among these from which caste they belong, as they are all seeker after God, as they are all the creations of God. All of these worship the same God, created by the same God, and will be merged into the same superpower after death. Finally, he says that essentially the Hindus and the Muslims are one and all are same. All their distinctions sink when they have a common aim. So, in this poem, he forcefully says that there is no need to ask anyone about his caste. The text of the poem starts with these opening lines. It is needless to ask of a saint the caste to which he belongs, for the priest, the warrior, the tradesman, and all the 36 castes alike are seeking for God. So in the beginning lines of this lyric, the Kabir opines that we must not ask the saint to which caste he belongs. It is very useless and it is also a very foolish question.